Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to bring you a quick market analysis video before our live trading session tomorrow morning. If you're interested in the session, just go over to eminimind.com/VIP, and all the information is over there. Now, on the ES, we had some really interesting setups here this last week. You'll notice the very clear descending pattern that we have here. So going into tomorrow, Tuesday, as well as the rest of the week, we're looking for maybe a little bit of lower moves here back down to the 2036 and then a break above this descending trend line. It's possible that we just break out tomorrow and start breaking these swing highs, but there's still probably a little bit of room for us to maybe gap down and then move higher, or just kind of play a little bit more in this little triangle and consolidate just a bit more. With all these tails that we have down here, it's the bulls are showing their hand in that every time we come down to this 20, 36, 25, they are stepping up and moving us higher to close, off of those lows. We do have a little bit of some tails up high, but not nearly like we've seen with these hammers, with this hammer down here, and then the bounce that we had originally back in the beginning of May off of 2036, 25. So I'll be looking for some very nice trending moves higher off of 2036, 25s. Setups on the 15-minute chart or even the 512 tick around this level long will all be great valid setups. And then we'll look for that to take us higher to 2137. But first, we need to break above this descending trend line and then start breaking these swing highs little by little. If we can't break this descending trend line and we break this swing low down here and we break the failure line in the sand, which is 2019's, then we really have some major selling in store, because the traders who've been getting long at 2036s, all of their stops would begin to get hit. We would be breaking major swing lows, and that would start to kind of ensue a little bit of panic and fear back into the markets. If I go over to the VIX, you can see how low we are as soon as my profit charts load up. And the VIX is really a good indication of the fear that is in the market. So go like this, and you can see how we're still right down in the mid to low teen range. On the S&P, we've had some decent volume as we've kind of moved up and down, but really stayed about the same at the closing. Dow about the same. The Russell is has a little bit more room to the upside to move. It hasn't not really in the it's more of in a down channel. I can draw that up here, kind of like that, and you can see how it's sitting right on top of that channel. And then lastly, the Nasdaq, which is in really more of a sideways channel, so that has more of a breakout laterally. So we'll just put it right there, and then on the bottom edge of that down here. So the Nasdaq and Russell looking a little bit different than the S&P. What else can we talk about? Let's take a look at some individuals. Nice uptrend on Amazon in that same kind of triangle formation, so I'd look for a breakout there. Home Depot I've been liking, and we finally got that little bit of a breakdown going into earnings. Netflix is getting a little bit of a bounce off of its earnings decline, and Apple. Oops. Almost up to the gap fill. If we can get back up to the gap down up here, then it would be likely that we would come up and fill the gap. So see if we can get a move up there, and then Best Buy was also Best Buy's in the opposite scenario where it was a tight formation and then we're widening with lower low and then lower lows as we go down, kind of a widening uh, formation. So a little bit concerned about Best Buy continuing its uptrend, but that's what I'm looking at right now. So looking for a really nice breakout if we can get that, and then a big body candle to follow that. So on the breakout day, if we get if we get a clean break, then be looking for trading constantly entry to target, seeing on these nice trending days, looking for a lot of setups to occur and kind of get out of this slower range bound consolidation. So we will be tuning in tomorrow at 8:30 Central Time, and you can check that out at emonymine.com/VIP if you want to join the live room. Thanks. We'll talk to you tomorrow.